Hello and welcome to another edition of another book review. This week I'll be reviewing The War of the Encyclopaedists, or War of the Encyclopaedists, by Christopher Robinson and Gavin. I believe the last name is pronounced Kovite. I'll talk real briefly about the authors, go into a spoiler-free overview of the book, talk about what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, who I'd recommend the book to, and finish off with what I'll be reading for next time. So these two authors, Robinson and Kovite, come from kind of slightly different backgrounds. I believe Kovite was a member of the military and served in Iraq or Afghanistan, and Robinson he received his MFA. He also went to Boston University, and I believe he's won fellowships after that. And this, I think, is their first work. They went on to publish another book after this one, another novel after this one, though I haven't read it. But this book, War of the Encyclopaedists, what it is about is two friends. The book is set in the year 2004, and it's the story of two friends in Seattle who, after meeting the previous summer in Rome as college graduates, they kind of had the European tour, and they both were from the Seattle area, met back up in Seattle, and started throwing house parties and kind of becoming almost like a pseudo-art collective called the Encyclopaedists. And they received some local press coverage, but they're basically known for throwing these kind of elaborate house parties. And then at that point, one of them, because he was in I believe it was the National Guard, is called up to serve in Iraq, and the other one decides to go to graduate school in Boston. And the book is basically a year in their life, one of them spending time in Boston and the other one spending time in Iraq. And they kind of communicate by sharing a Wikipedia page. And you see in the novel the Wikipedia page that they kind of both edit and revise as kind of communication back to one another. And so that is a brief spoiler-free of what the book is. It really is kind of the examination of the lives of these two guys, them breaking apart and them kind of getting back together. There's a couple women in their life, and so you kind of explore the relationship that the two women have with both the main characters. You get time with one of them in Iraq and kind of his service there. So I thought the book did a really good job of capturing the era of the period. I was born in 1984. This is around the time I was 20. So a lot of this felt real to me, and the kind of song choices that are mentioned throughout it, the technology that's mentioned, I think they got that really spot on there. It did feel very unique because of that, because I don't see too many books set in this era. They're either, if they are set in the era, they're usually purely war novels or purely literature novels, and this one is kind of a mixture of both of those things. So I enjoyed that. I think the characters are both very flawed in very human ways, and all the characters felt realized to me for the most part, which I enjoyed. Some things I enjoyed a little bit less. I think it's maybe because there's a little bit of a slight academic satire, one of the characters being in school for his graduate work, but some of the language in the book is very word salady and kind of verbiage really doesn't signify very much. There's a couple points in the book besides the Wikipedia page where the format of the book changes. So there's a few pages that is essentially a report filled out by people who are coming to the Iraqi soldiers to report possible connections to Al-Qaeda. And so that kind of changes for a few pages. The form of the book changes from prose to like this standard military form that you're kind of getting the story through that. That was kind of hit or miss for me. The Wikipedia page was hit or miss. The ending didn't really feel like it really pushed the story forward. It just kind of ends in kind of a strange place. It ends in kind of a strange place. I'll just kind of leave it there. But like I said, if you are interested in kind of this time period or just kind of want to hear something that relates to this era, specifically the Iraq War, the book ends in the year 2005, so it's really that time period from 2004 to 2005. I would definitely give it a read, like I said, because it is kind of a unique time period as of right now. I don't think I've ever read anything else that was kind of set during this time period about millennials and the reaction to 9/11 and things of that nature. So that's War of the Encyclopaedists. Next time I'm going to be reading Michael Chabon, Summerland. Until next time, please feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, bye.